Hey guys, Chris with Clutch Takes. Welcome to the channel, and let's talk about the Seattle Seahawks and why I think with this schedule we can get back to the Super Bowl and have a real chance of winning it and making a good push in the playoffs. We lost 3 key pieces. 3 out of the entire team. Reek Woolen, who has temperament issues. Kenneth Walker, who has injury issues. I know he's a Super Bowl MVP. I know. But he still had to split carries 50-50 all year because we did not trust him enough with the ball. It's just a fact, okay? And we drafted in the first round arguably the best running back in its own tier, because Jeremiah Love was, in his own tier of himself. Jadarian Price was in that same backfield, and he still got drafted in the first round. That shows enough for his talent. He's got the tread on his tires. I think he will be very pivotal to success in our running backs group. Tight end coach Brian Flournoy, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, is taking over for Clint Kubiak. Now, you could say that is a wild card. He was a tight ends coach for San Francisco from 2022 until taking over the offensive coordinator job, and I think he can step into that role really well. I would really love for him to be able to utilize our tight end room between AJ Barner and Elijah Arroyo. He can also utilize 13 personnel, which is something Mike McDonald really liked with Clint Kubiak. A good run game coupled with good defense will lead to championships just by default. Look at the history of the NFL. There's been some flashy wins, but most of it is defense and a great run game, winning in the trenches, which is something the Seahawks do very well. Now, let's check out this schedule. This schedule right here is a very doable schedule. Now, is it hard? Absolutely. If you're a fan for any of these teams, you're saying that is a win on our record. But this is my takes on my team for the NFL, and I'm going to be realistic, all right? I'm not having them go 17-0, going back to the Super Bowl, and winning it that way. They're going to win some good games, and they're going to lose some pivotal games for the division, which I think will cost them the number 1 seed and will cost them the top seed in the NFC West. But doesn't mean we can't still make it to the playoffs. I think we start off the season great, facing the Patriots. Kick them while they're down. Their coach is too busy with scandals, and we are coming off the Super Bowl. This coach is not a coach that is going to let our team be in a Super Bowl hangover. We will go into week 1 and absolutely do what we did in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry if you're watching because it will be boring because we will win again. We're starting off with a W. A W, baby. Week 2. Even if we waste all our energy in week 1 on the Patriots and we barely win against the Cardinals, no offense. You can have all the weapons in the world, but when you have Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball and a defense that almost no one can name any players on, we're going to win. So we're starting off 2-0. Another W. The Washington Commanders with a team that is almost the same. Offensively, they got some nice weapons in Tony Williams, and B-Weg is not the linebacker anymore. I believe they got a linebacker in the 2nd or 3rd round, and they added Nicholas Singleton to that backfield. Now, could they be frisky? I think, right? This could go either way, but I am taking a 3rd W. Starting off 3-0, you're saying, Chris, you're being a homer right now. They're not going to be this good. All right, maybe you might be saying that, but I disagree. In a week 4, the Chargers, Mike McDaniel versus Mike McDonald. The battle of the Mikes. Who's going to win, the offense versus the defense? Mike McDaniel might have one of the best offensive minds in the NFL. He's a little kooky, but he is a genius in offensive-related activities. He's going to have Justin Herbert. He's going to have Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson, Oronde Gadsden, Amarian Hampton, a revamped O-line. The defense is good. I think they still have Khalil Mack, and they have some other young pieces. And can't forget about Jim Harbaugh, a great head coach and a leader of men. Can he win the Super Bowl? Probably not, as far as Jim Harbaugh on that team. But will they beat the Seahawks after us going 3-0? Yes. Sadly, we take our first L right there in week 4. Leading to week 5, good old 49ers, good old Substation. If you have Twitter, check out the release video of the Seahawks. I think it was a great video, and we took some digs with the perfume. this is where we bounce back. We just lost to the Chargers. We are going to take a W against a Brock Purdy-led offense. CMC might not even be there healthy for this game. Who knows? I mean, he is 29 going on 45 if you count his body injuries. I hope he's healthy for fantasy, but far as schedule-wise, I think we take a W. On to the Broncos. Thursday night football against the Broncos. This one's a tough one. This is what the Super Bowl was supposed to be. Bo Nix is going to be coming off that ankle. His leg looks mangled. But I think we take that W, baby. I mean, JSN's going to dice up Pat Surtain. Maybe I'm talking a little of a turn here. And Denver Broncos fans, let me have it. But I think we take the W there. Into the next week. This is where I think we also take an L. I think we take L against the Chiefs. Mahomes will be back by then. Andy Reid's has had our number for a few years. I've watched them have very close matchups with a Pete Carroll-led team. And as much as I love Mike McDonald, I do think we take the L here. But it'll be really close. It'll be like a 29-26 kind of game. And we will take that out on the Bears. The Bears. The Bears. Chicago native myself, I know I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan through and through. That is through a long history of connections that led me here. So I do have a soft spot in my heart for these Bears. But sadly, a Seahawks is going to come down. We're going to pick up that little bear cub, and we're going to win. All right? We don't have to explain what happened, but we're going to take it up. All right? Well. Cardinals, week 9. I'm sorry that this had happened this way, but I'm going to keep it short. We're taking another dub because they are garbage. All right. Raiders, week 10. They're frisky. Mendoza might be starting by then. Kirk Cousins might be doing his stepbrother type things. Another shout out to their scheduled video. But the Raiders are in that frisky territory where they could win 6 games, but one of them is not going to be against the reigning NFL Lombardi hosting Seattle Seahawks. We will win against the Raiders. Bye week. Then we meet the Substation again. Again. I took the dub October 11th. November 29th, coming off a bye. We do good prep, but I think this is where that fatigue is going to set in because we had a later season, and we're going to kind of take an extended bye, and I'm going to give us a free pass to take the L against San Francisco. There you go. See, I'm not mean. San Francisco, you got your W. We split the season 50-50. Peace. You're welcome. Monday Night Football against America's team, or what was America's team in 1996. No offense to Cowboys fans, but I don't think you guys are there yet. Dak's getting old. One side of the ball is getting super old with Lamb and Dak. I know Lamb's not that old, but getting older. And then the defense is like old and young and frisky. I don't know what you guys are. And quite simply, W for the Seahawks. The Giants, another frisky team. Neighbors could be healthy. Scatterboo could be healthy. Dart could be healthy. Or all three of them could be sharing the same brain cell and losing the game as one because they're not fully healthy. Or they're great. I don't know. It's John Harbaugh. He got fired by the Ravens. He's now a Giant. Does he turn that franchise around to his former glory? Very well. But is he going to do against the Seahawks? Absolutely not. W for the Seahawks again. Saturday night game in December. It's going to be cold. It's against the Eagles. Bird versus bird violence. This is a tough one. This was a tough one, all right? I didn't like this one. And I think we beat their... I'm sorry. We beat their butt. We always beat their butt. We've always beat their butt. Butts they have. We're going to beat them. And why do I say butt and the A word? I'm sorry. I probably bleeped it. It's because they do the tush push, and they will not do the tush push against our D-line with Byron Murphy and Big Cat, as you see him on the screen right now. On to the Rams, Friday Night Football on Christmas. I think we're going to take the L here because short week from Saturday. I mean, it's kind of a short week. It's an odd week. It's from Saturday to Friday. It's weird. It's Christmas. Rams fans, fine. Just take it because you're going to have this regular season win because you're not going to go to the Super Bowl. Okay. So you're going to take the win here. This will be your Super Bowl. Congrats. L for us. Panthers, Frisky, Tet McMillan, Bryce Young, Jalen Coker, darling of the fantasy community, amongst other weapons, right? You got your Chubas, Jonathan Brooks, another fantasy darling. We're going to take that W. You saw the L. I dropped a W. Next up, Rams, Week 16, TBD. We don't even know the date. We're going to be in the playoffs by now, all right? That's the picture, right? We're in the playoffs no matter what happens this game. It's not like, oh, you win, you're in, you lose, you're out. Maybe for the division, just like last year. But I think this time, the Rams blow up everything. You know, they went out and got 2 corners. They went and got everything, right? They're going to win the regular season. Let them be regular season champions. We'll take the L. That's 2 L's. 2 L's. 2 L's from the Rams. They swept us. Oh, no. We're going to be in the wild card, and they're going to have the first round bye. We like adversity. We like being the underdogs. That's our MO. Last year, they didn't expect us to win 10 games. We won the Super Bowl. So this year, we're going to win a lot of games. We're going to lose ones that very much count for the division. We're going to go to the wild card. We're going to win those games. We're going to go to the NFC Championship, hopefully against, the 49ers, the Rams. Who cares? I want to see another matchup against the Rams in the playoffs where everyone counts us out and we beat them again and make people cry and go on to face whoever comes out of the AFC. So that's the video, guys. This is why I think we're going to go, I believe that was 12-4. 12-4. We win the bye week as well. So this might as well, say 13-4. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Check out my TikTok down below. Post shorts 3 times a week. Shameless plug. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.